is working on evaluation and feedback project in the innovative planning path. Welcome May Tran as she presents her tough, TUFF, love, LUV story to her. Welcome to the virtual lectern, May.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Have you ever think of things didn't progress the way you want it to be? And later on, you find out the reason why. That's tough love. TUFF. Trust the universe with full faith. Love, LUV. Let the universe validate. Madam Toastmasters and dear friends, today I have the honor to tell you my tough love throughout the years. Close your eyes, imagine. July 1978. My parents, my two brothers, and myself escaped from Vietnam. The captain approached my dad and asked him whether he wants to go with the group to flee the communists. My dad said, yes, we go. Didn't think of anything else. My parents was brave. Now that I look back, that's tough love from my parents. They sacrificed so much, so we have today our family in the United States. We trust the universe with full faith and let the universe validate. We went on that boat with 400 people on a 200 capacity for 4 days without food and rescued by the Malaysian boat. One by one, we get in to the shore. We didn't know our destination, and we didn't know that was our one-way trip. Never gone back. The Red Cross rescued us, gave us material to build our own refugee camp at the foothill with one well for 400 people. The mountains are our restrooms. But we were free. We were happy to be alive and have our freedom. For 8 months in the refugee camp, I was camping out every day. But we were happy. Now that I live in Colorado here, people said, well, Colorado is so beautiful. Up in the mountain, they are beautiful. How come you don't go camping? I said, I have 8 months of camping of my life. I don't want any more camping. Now, vacation is at least 5-star hotel, okay? Well, tell you a little bit of tough love. When we landed at the shore, I lay down on the white sand beach. I look up, all the stars. That's my hotel of 1,000 stars. Have you ever experienced a hotel of 1,000 stars? I did. That's my tough love. I didn't question anything from then on. Leave it to the universe and let it validate for you. I went on a ride to Denver because my oldest brother sponsored us. So we ended in Denver for 40 some years. That's tough love. Next thing I know, I'm in Toastmaster for more than 10 years. Today, I have the privilege to tell my story in front of you. And the Pet Parents Day, I want to introduce you my newest book. With the help of Tom, we have a book from my dog, Lucy. She just got 7 puppies. Only 7? Tough love. Yes, we have love for the puppies. I was wondering why. I have this dog and I adopted the Pomeranian. Why? I keep asking why. Now I know. It's the book. The end results, the book will be worldwide and read by thousands and thousands of little kids. Those 7 puppies will bring joy to the children of the world. And I think they bark for you in the background. They tell you that, hey, grandma, grandpa, that's our tough love right there. I would love to share more stories in the near future with you because tough love is following me wherever I go. Thank you.
Thank you, May. And I'm assuming you pass that tough love on to your pets. It's the way it works. I'd like to welcome back Paula
All
and
right,
Kitten.
thank you. Again, I will call on 6 individuals. Please take approximately 30 seconds to give your quick and brief review. Tell us what you thought was wonderful, what you thought might have needed a little bit of changes for May. All right, we're going to start off this time. We're going to start with Marjane. Then we're going to go to Susan Schultz and Tom.
Okay. Well, thank you for that story, May. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the acronym. I think it might have helped to put that in again at the end. I wrote it down, but otherwise I think I might forget it by the end of the speech. So I would just say somewhere again toward the end, doesn't have to be at the very end, use that acronym again. Use your tough love, trust the universe with full faith, let the universe validate. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Susan Schultz.
May, I would like to commend you for a very well organized presentation, and your pace and your enunciation were excellent. It was magnificent to hear your story. We could hear the emotions that you had during parts of it, and yet being able to look at it now, laughing. We all go to 3 to 5 star hotels. You had one with thousands of stars. That was very subtle and very humorous. I really appreciated that. I do not have any recommendations for improvement. You did phenomenally well, and I'm so proud of you and the story that you did. One suggestion: if the book is already published, show it to us. Thank you. Back to
All
you,
right,
Paula.
thank you, Susan. Tom. You are muted, sir.
Yes,
Still
May.
muted.
Yes, I heard that. Yes, we've done well. You've added a lot into the situation, and I'm going to help you. There's the book. There's the book.
Aw. Sweet.
And we'll leave it at that for time. She has the
All
book.
right. Thank you, Tom. All right. Angelica, would you like to give your thoughts?
Sure. And Tran, I really loved your story. It was captivating and you presented it very well. You had good presence on the Zoom space. The only thing I would add, which is not an improvement that if you don't have it, takes away from your speech, is that towards the end, you talk about these beautiful puppies, and there seems to be quite a few of them. It might be helpful to close the loop with the audience to say that you love them, you're not going to part with them, because sometimes when people have that many puppies, they want to give them away or somehow, but just reassure the audience one way or the other what your plan is with all those puppies. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go to Melanie and then Sue Lighthoff.
Thank you, May, for the speech. We haven't heard you for a very long time, so we really like to hear your story, and it's always really moving when we hear stories from your life. I like the engagement where you started off by asking us a question, which then linked to the acronym, which you told us really slowly so we could understand what you were trying to cover today. You had impactful pauses, and I really like the facts and numbers, like the 47 days, the 100 people, and the little bits of humor that you added, like the 8 months of camping in Colorado Springs, because it really made us laugh again and not make it a heavy story. A suggestion for improvement, you didn't tell us when we can open our eyes again. So I was wondering, should we be having closed eyes through the whole speech? So maybe just bring that back. And I really loved your descriptions and your storytelling. Well done today.
All right, bringing it back around to Sue. And when you're done with your quick eval, then I will be at the same time returning the podium to you, the lectern, rather.
Thank you, Paula. Oh, May, that was the best speech I have ever heard from you in terms of I could understand every word. You blew me out of the water. And one thing I love when you said our parents were brave. Many of us don't think about it at the time, and now we look back at things and go, wow, our parents did so much. So you really put it into a prospect. So thank you. And now, as master of ceremonies, I'm going to hand control over to our laughing hyena, Susan Schultz. Again, she's not really a true pet, but hey, we'll give it to her. Susan, what do you have for a joke for us?
Thank you. You know, most people don't know that in 1912, Hellmann's mayonnaise was manufactured in England. In fact, the Titanic was carrying 12,000 jars of the condiment, and it was scheduled for delivery in Veracruz, Mexico, which was the next port of call after its stop in New York. Now, this would have been the largest single shipment of mayonnaise ever delivered to Mexico. As we know, the great ship did not make it to New York. The ship hit an iceberg and sank. The people of Mexico, who were crazy about mayonnaise, were eagerly awaiting its delivery, and they were disconsolate at the loss. Their anguish was so great that they declared a national holiday. So the National Day of Mourning occurs every year. It is known as May 5th and is known as Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, groan. Thank you, Susan. The next portion we have is very similar to table topics, and I will let our improv master, Rosemary Mazur, also known as our cockatoo, take the role. Rosemary.
Thank you, Susan.